Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to morEwish Cuisine. Today I'm sharing a recipe for cheesesteak puffs. Juicy, tender and delicious beef with some cheese, onion and peppers like you have in a sandwich, using a same concept and putting that same delicious mixture into a puff pastry sheets and making these cheesesteak puffs. So let's go and make it happen. So let's start a recipe with Bismillah. First we'll need steak. Today I'm using flat iron steak and my steak was 3-inch thick. So I'm cutting my steak into half first. But if you are going to buy the steak, just ask the person to cut your steak into 1-inch thick. And after taking the steak, I am cutting the steak into very thin strips. And you can use any kind of lean steak for this recipe. After that, I'm heating up some oil in a pan and then transferring these thinly sliced beef strips into this oil and start cooking on medium flame and season it with some salt and black pepper powder and cook until beef is completely tender and all that extra water dries out. It depends on your beef how long it will take. After the beef is fully cooked, just take out all these cooked beef strips into a bowl. Then we will be needing peppers and onions. First I thinly sliced both peppers and onions, and then I thought to cut them into little smaller chunks. So I cut one strip in twice, so I like one strip have 3 different pieces. So it's going to be easier for us to stuff in a puff pastry. Then using the same pan, heated some chopped garlic and cooked this onion and peppers. I did one extra step. I cut the strips more smaller and then transfer it again into this onion pepper mixture so it get all mixed up. But you can skip that step. When vegetables are thoroughly cooked, just transfer all these vegetables with your beef and let this mixture cool down completely. Now to make the puff pastries, we need some egg wash. Egg is mixed with water. Then I'll be needing puff pastry sheets, of course, and provolone cheese. Today I am using the cheese slices. You can use a block of cheese as well and just cut them into small cubes, or you can use any other cheese of your choice. Taking a puff pastry sheet and cutting them into smaller cubes, I cut 9 little squares from one sheet. Then I'm taking the egg wash and just putting it at the edges of this little cube. It will help us just fold the puff pastry as well, and when we bake this puff, it's going to be very crispy edges. Now taking the provolone cheese slice, cut it into half and folded the half again into one half and put it in the middle and add the prepared mixture. Then very carefully just fold it into half and make this triangle. Since it already have the egg wash, it will start sticking by itself. Just push the filling in and keep on pressing and you will have a neat triangle puff ready. When you are ready to bake, just line a baking sheet with some parchment paper and just brush the egg wash on top and put it in the oven, which is already preheated on 400 degrees, and just bake it for 15 to 17 minutes or until they puffed up. Now if you're thinking to freeze them, just line them into a single layer and put them in the freezer until they are completely frozen, and then just bake as we are baking it right now. And here you can see the cheese oozed out and the crispy edges of the cheese is so delicious. But if you don't like it, you can just push the cheese more further so it doesn't ooze out like this. But here delicious cheesesteak puffs are ready, and today I serve it with some cheese sauce. You can serve it with some hot and sweet peppers as well. And if you're trying this recipe at home, please let me know how it turned out with you. Share away with the hashtag Ramadan with morEwish. If you want to learn something else, let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will try my best to make it happen for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this recipe, don't forget to click on the link to enjoy more recipes like this.